About our honorees. Annette WILKUS, ASLA President's Award for Service and Leadership. Annette WILKUS artfully combines the mechanics of landscape architecture, soil, plants, and hardscape materials with the intangibles of a project, such as costs, financing, and maintenance.
As landscape architects, we focus a lot on design, and in fact we're taught mostly about design in school. But our craft is actually much more than that. It goes from the implementation back into the construction aspect of how you're going to design something and how it's going to get built. I like to look at design holistically to make sure that we're looking at the economics, the sociological, and the ecological aspects of a design so that everyone understands how something will be built, how it will be maintained, and the costs associated with that.
Annette collaborates with landscape architects to visualize an idea. Her understanding of construction methods and sequencing help manifest a landscape architect's design visions as reality. This makes her a groundbreaker in the truest sense. Annette acts as a translator between industries, moving with a landscape architect through development of design documents, construction, and finally, maintenance of a project. Annette has also broken ground in landscape architecture by establishing New York's first woman-owned landscape architecture and construction management firm dedicated to realizing landscapes, establishing SiteWorks Landscape Architecture in 2005. Under Annette's leadership, this 9-person firm has managed the construction of some of New York's most complex, transformative, and high-profile public landscapes.
Highline was actually the first project that I got as my own company and worked closely with EDC to make sure that they understood that the amount of plants that they would have to buy, they should contract grow them. I really encouraged them to get a soil scientist on board because of the quantity of soil that we would need and that you would need a very specific thing because it was essentially a roof garden. Governor's Island was actually a very big project for us. We worked again through the constructability peer review. Because we were on an island and we had massive amounts of soil to blend, we actually brought the components on and we coordinated blending on site. The Ford Foundation has been just a really amazing project for us because it's a recreation or restoration of Dan Kiley's design that was 50 years old. It was the first indoor atrium that had ever been done.
As part of the resident engineering team for Phase 1 of the construction of Hunters Point South Park, SiteWorks' presence on site daily, guided by Annette, showed the design team the importance of aesthetic and botanical oversight. When Phase 2 was in design, the team enlisted SiteWorks for peer review and construction administration. Architectural Digest called the park a model for urban flood resiliency. Annette's eye for technical precision in the implementation of public open space has also made her a leader in her profession in general. She has been New York ASLA chapter president, chapter trustee, and has held many other chapter positions over a 20-year period. While she was vice president for professional practice for ASLA National, she was involved during Sustainable Sites Initiative last years of negotiation with USGBC and worked to expand ASLA's professional practice committees. She's a frequent speaker at ASLA national and state conferences, as well as at universities, where she helps emerging professionals realize that landscape architecture extends beyond ideation to the technical aspects of making an idea come alive. Annette's transformational approach to leadership has also enabled her to ally with a multitude of professionals, from landscape architects to architects, engineers, ecologists, and contractors of all specialty, to realize the design as a team.
You have to really have a tight-knit group of people who work well together. Contractors are your friend, so it's really important for us to form a collaboration between the design field and the construction field.
She was among those awarded Top Women in Real Estate in 2017 and received her ASLA Fellowship in 2013. Our chapter applauds Annette WILKUS for providing the technical know-how, practical wisdom, and optimistic vision to help landscape architects realize their visions to the fullest extent and thereby enrich cities, stabilize environments, improve public health, and serve people in the best way.